So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And my name is Muhammad Muzaffar bin Mustafa, and I am 16 years old. So, today, in this video, we are going to discuss about the application of indices, set, and logarithm. So, before we start, I just want to ask you, viewer, about your own opinion. So, uh, the first question, do you think set, indices, and logarithm are important in our life? Okay. Um, so for me, actually, personally, I very I admitted that logarithm, indices, and set is very important in our life. For example, um, with the application of indices, we could make a new formula. For example, quadratic function, which is ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay. Notice that a has an x squared. But what does the x squared do to the graph? But okay, well, the x squared make the graph shape in curve shape. But notice that if we compare it with linear graph, which is doesn't have any square, it's just in straight line. So that is very important. In with the square, we could see that it is very important in determining the graph shape. Okay. Other than that, indices also being used to simplify large number. For example, I give you one astronomical unit, which is equivalent to 150 million kilometer. Can you imagine that whole large number? Can you imagine that? So with using indices, you could simplify all this number. So it will simply become 1.5 times 10 to the power of 8 kilometer. And same goes to the speed of light, which is equivalent to 300 million meter per second negative 1, and can be written as 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meter per second negative 1. As easy as that. And then next, let's say about set. So if someone asks me about set, I'm just gonna link it with couple formula, a lot of formula. For example, I give you the simple pendulum formula, which is T equal to 2 pi set Lg with pi set Lg. So as you can see here, T equal to 2 pi set L over G. So what does this formula do? So this formula help us to determine the period of oscillation, or if you want to change the formula form, you could find the G, okay, which is gravitational acceleration. And then about logarithm. So if you look in our life, actually logarithm just not doing much in our life, but it is actually doing a great job in simplifying large number. For example, I give you number 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. Okay, I just only. Okay, so with this kind of number, and I ask you to make a graph, can you make it? I think you may think, do you insane, man? There's whole large number, so how could you simplify this kind of number to fit in the graph? So I give you simple solution, which is using the log 10. So by using log 10 with n, which is the n is the integer, so we can plug in the 10, 100, 1,000, and 10,000. So what we're gonna do got is that log 10 you get 1, and log 10 100 you get 2, and this pattern goes on. So that's how you simplify and making simplify to make in order to make a graph. Okay, and then so moving on to the simple question, or just for example only. So for the first question here, the remaining radioactive substance of uranium after T years is W equal to 50 times 2 to power of negative 0.0002 T gram. So for the first question, determine the time that is needed for the uranium to weigh 8 gram. So I will talk about the first step. So the first step is understanding the problem. So basically, you just list the information given for this type of question. It has provided us with formula. So just listed or noted the formula, and then analysis the question, what it is, what it wants from us. So it give weight 8 gram, so it is equivalent to W, which is W equal to 8, and we need to find the time, right? So we need to find the time. So moving on to step 2, which is planning the strategy. So basically this is just simple question. Just substitute the value of W into given formula, as simple as that. And then moving on to the number 3, which is implementing the strategy. So likewise, I said W here, just substitute in with this W. You got 8 equal to 50 times 2 to the power of negative 0.002 T. And now, to simplify this question, or to solve this question, just simply divide that 50 here and divide that 50 here, and we got 0.16 and equal to 2 to the power of negative 0.002 T. And notice that this is in the form of AX equal to B. Okay, and then we can change it to a form of log AB equal to X, and then just put log 2, which is the base, and 0.16, which is the sum, the total of these two, and then equal to which the power itself. And then we got calculate this number with your calculator, and we got negative 2.6439 equal to negative 0.002 T. You can simply divide it, and then you got 13,290.2810 equal to T. And then the last question, the last step is just want to make sure you got a correct answer, which is just check it. So we got T equal to 13,290.2810. Just plug in T here, and we got W is equivalent to 7.99, which is approximately 8 gram. So the answer is correct. Then moving on for the real question here. Okay, so I give you a ball. For the first question, a ball is released from a building with height S. Find the time taken T for the ball to reach the land using S equal to half AT square, where A is 9.1 meter per second negative 2. So A, look at A. If S equal to 40, find the time T. So I will give you some time to figure out. Okay, it's just so simple. I will just discuss it with you. So we do know about the S is equal to 40, and we need to find the time, right? So we just plug in the formula likewise. So S here equal to 40. Okay, here 40 equal to half AT square, and then to simplify this formula, 2 here, we need to remove the 2 and just times 2 here, right? You got 80 over 80 equal to 80 square, and then we need to find T, remember? So what we're going to do here is that 80 here need to be divided by A, and we got 9.81, which is A is 9.81, and then we still have T square here. But the question asks us about, he only asks us about T, or only need us to find T, not T square. Okay, to cancel out the square, we need to use the set. So this is 1/2, it will be cancelled out, and it will goes to this number. So for the final product, we got T equal to 2.8557 seconds. And moving on to question B. Okay, so for question B, It's just the same as A actually. So just plug in the S equal to 150.45, likewise times 2, and then divided by A, which is 9.81, equal to T square. Set all this from all this number, and we got 5.5383 equal to T second. Then I think this question is easy. Just to know, just note the question always give us the formula, so I think it is quite easy to solve it. Then let's look at question number 2 here. So Mr. Ahmad keeps 1,220 ringgit in a bank. The amount of money rises by W equal to 1,220 in bracket 1.05 to the power of T. After T years, calculate A, the amount of money after 4 years. So I give you some time. Okay, I think you're all done. You can pause the video if you want to keep answering it. Okay, let's continue. So what do we know first? So the information that we know is that it already gave us the formula, right? So we just simply write back the formula equal to 1020 in bracket 1.05 to the power of T, and then T, as the question it stated that T is year, right? So just plug in W equal to 1220 in bracket 1.05 to the power of 4, and we got here. Just simply plug in the T with 4 and just simply use your calculator to calculate the result. Okay, and look at the question B here. I will give you some time. Okay, I think you're all done, and for someone that want to solve it, have some more time, you can pause the video. Okay, now let us discuss of this question. So just simply wrote down the formula again, and notice that the question said from 1,220 to 2,000. So we just need to use the 2,000 here. So replace the W equal to 2,000 only, which is 2,000 equal to 1,220 in bracket 1.05 to the power of T, and then simply divided by 2,000. Simply divided this number and this number, and we got 100 over 61 equal to 1.05 to the power of T. And then if you look at this fraction of shape, which is it is equal as a to the power of x equal to b. I mean, we can simplify by writing as log ab equal to x, and then we could find the t here. So log 1.05, which is the base here, and 100 over 61 is the total here, and we got use your calculator, and we got 10.13 equal to t. So that's all. I will give you some time. Okay, and then we look at the last question here. Last question. This is a hot question. So two experiments show the relationship between x and y according to 3 in bracket 9 to the power of x equal to 27y, and log 2y equal to 2 log 2 in bracket x minus 2. Find the value of x and y. I will give you your time. Okay, So if you want to pause the question, you may. And I just want to discuss. Sorry for that. Okay, so now let's look on the question. Okay, here we listed the information given first, which is the first equation is 3 in bracket 9 over x equal to 27 to the power of y, right? And then the second equation, which is log 2y equal to 2 plus log 2 in bracket x minus y, x minus 2. Okay, and now for the first step here, we just need to simplify this equation first. And here we are, we have this. Let's simplify it. So 9 is also equal to 3 over 2, and 27 also equivalent to 3 to the power of 3, right? And then you could simply write down the 3 equal to 1 plus 2x equal to 3 to the power of 3y here. And because of the base are the same, you can simply put out the equation there and place it here as the third equation. So then we just need to simplify the second equation, which is log 2y equal to 2 plus log 2 in bracket x minus 2. And then when we see this kind of equation, we just align the one that we can simplify it. So for the first thing we see is that log 2y can be minus with log 2 in bracket x minus 2, and which is equal to 2 here. And because there has minus here, in log it will become division. So y divided by x minus 2 in bracket equal to 2. And when you look at this kind of equation, you can convert it into a which is a b to the power of b equal to x. So 2 there, 2 for the bases, power of the 2 here, which is equal to y over x minus 2. This is what we got. Okay, and then try to simplify it with no fraction in division shape. So you guys gonna got 4x minus 8 equal to y. So this is the fourth equation. And then just plug in here, because this is y and we have this y here. Just simply plug in the fourth equation here in the third equation here. So we got 1 plus 2x equal to 3 in bracket 4x minus 8. So 3 times 4, 3 times 8, we got 12x minus 24. And then rearrange the equation and we got 25 equal to 10x. So 25 need to be divided by 10, and you got 5 over 2x equal to x. And then simply plug in the value there in any equation you have. And okay, 1 plus 2 in bracket 5 over 2 equal to 3y. These two can be cancelled out, and we got 1 plus 5 equal to 3y. 1 plus 5 is equal to 6 equal to 3y. 6 divided by 3, you got 2 equal to y. So that is how you answer this kind of question. So I hope you all understood all of this knowledge. I hope all of you, I'm sorry because of this is my first time making video. So that's all for me. Thank you for lending me your ear.